What's up everyone, my name is Josh and this is Josh Unboxed, and welcome back to another video. And today I got a PSA submission reveal. This video is going out on Saturday, which is the day that I'm going to Mark's Cards, and then the following day, which would be Sunday, is when I'm going to post a video of my sports card show experience over there at Camarillo. And today we're going to do this PSA submission reveal. I just got it in today, actually. I got it in on 4/16, which is the day that I'm filming. This is a 14 card submission. This was an economy submission, so this actually took a long time, like about 8 months. In terms of the timeline, I sent these cards out back in August of last year, August 2020. It arrived at PSA on 8/21/2020. It got entered into the system on 9/22/2020. Grades popped on 4/14, shipped out on 4/15/2021, and then arrived here on 4/16/2021. So as you can see here, I've already opened it up. Now, if you think about when I actually submitted these cards, it was at a time when Ultra Modern was really booming. So a lot of the cards that I have here are based off of those types of cards, those types of plays. So, I kind of learned along the way. My sports card collecting has evolved, going back to how I used to collect back in the 90s and such. So I've been focusing a lot on not so much following the trends and trying to just stay 1 or 2 steps ahead. This submission was all about trying to keep up with the trends. So you'll see a lot of cards that are ultra modern and cards I was thinking, when I look at it now, it's like, why did I even grade this card? So, that's part of the journey. We make mistakes and we learn from them and we evolve and get better. So as you can see here, these are the cards that I got. Let's just go here with this first. All right, so first card here this is a Giannis Silver Prism. This is the 2019 Silver Prism, PSA 9. So yeah, these cards, I thought like, hey, might as well start buying some Silver Prisms of stars. So that's what I did here with this one. Not bad. PSA 9, not bad. Obviously, with these ultra modern cards, you're kind of hoping for a 10. Here's a Trae Young 2019 Silver Prism, PSA 9. This is a second year silver. Here's a PSA 10 Trae Young for the same card. So obviously I already looked at the grades online, so kind of knew what I got. So that's cool. Can probably sell that to recoup the cost. This is a 2018 Jason Tatum Silver Prism. We got a PSA 9. Back then, like in August, I want to say, these cards would have been worth way more. In September, also leading up to the beginning of the season back in December, these cards would have been worth a little more. Unfortunately, this is where we're at right now, where a lot of these cards values have gotten hit. So in retrospect, when you're looking at it, you kind of wish you would have got these cards a little sooner to capitalize, but it's still nice cards. Here's another Tatum PSA 9 Silver Prism. This one is an RJ Barrett Optic Rookie. You got a PSA 9. This is just a base. So this is like one of those situations in what I was talking about. Like I speculated on RJ Barrett. I thought he would have a good season coming up this year. And the original plan was to submit the cards, get them back before the season started, and then sell them off during the hype. But unfortunately, with PSA's backlog and how slow they've been in getting these cards out, he kind of missed his boat. And I think a lot of people are going to fall within this same boat as well. They submitted a whole bunch of these base cards, and when they get them back, the value will not be there as it once was, right? But here's a card that still holds some great value, and it's a pretty cool card. This is a Court Kings Luka Doncic. It's numbered out of 149. This is the Ruby version for 2019. This got a PSA 10. So this is a pretty cool one, right? I think this card can really, almost like this card alone kind of pays for the submission. It's pretty cool. So like the current trend right now is a lot of people are talking about numbered cards, numbered parallels. So this really fits that bill, and it's a great modern player right now, a nice modern player. That game winner, by the way, of his, freaking crazy. Here's an Optic Malik Beasley, numbered out of 199. This is an orange. Now, these two cards, these two Malik Beasley cards, this one also got a 10 as well. This is just the base. Were cards that I kind of speculated on. I felt like he was going to have a good season this year, which he did. But then, you know, he had that suspension, and now he has that hamstring strain, which puts him out for the rest of the year, basically. When I bought these cards originally back, I want to say I bought these back in either August or July. I kind of was speculating on Beasley, thinking that he would have a good season this year, this year, because looking at his stats from last year when he was with Minnesota, and also when he had those spot starter minutes at Denver, I thought he was a good buy and that there might be some value to be had. Obviously, now it's kind of like, I think to myself, why did I even get these graded? You know, so as I, you know, these are some of the learnings that I had. Now these next cards, you know, are all good players, and I feel like, you know, these were worth getting graded. The first one here, this is a Damian Lillard 2012 Hoops rookie card. This came back as a PSA 9. So the NBA Hoops cards are pretty tough to grade, especially because they have the colored borders here on the edges, top and bottom. So they're probably pretty prone to chipping, and being a paper product, they're more prone to corner wear, surface issues, and whatnot. But, you know, PSA 9, not too bad for a Damian Lillard. Klay Thompson, 2012 Hoops, PSA 9 as well. Same thought process with this, that you know, he was going to bounce back, have a good season this year, then all of a sudden, you know, he tears his ACL. Well, not tear. He gets the Achilles injury, I believe. I can't remember what kind of injury he had. The ACL tear happened during the finals. I think he got the Achilles injury. So Klay might be something good to look into for next year. Probably hang on to that. We got a Kyrie Irving, PSA 9 for Hoops. You know, nice card to get right now because, you know, with Brooklyn being one of the favorites to win the championship this year, you know, unfortunately, it's sad about the news of LaMarcus Aldridge and the irregular heartbeat, which kind of hurts the chances for Brooklyn a little bit. But still, you know, it's very unfortunate. I hope, you know, in terms of his health and his family, you know, that he does okay, he does well. Just, you don't wish that upon anybody. So him retiring is probably the wisest decision to make. And then these next two are Anthony Davis Crusade cards. This first one is a PSA 9. These are cards, by the way, that I've had since 2012, 2013, when I was buying boxes of these for like, I think $70, $100 a box on these Crusade cards, and only Anthony Davis cards. And this other one got a PSA 10, which is nice. So like these two Davis cards, the Kyrie, the Klay, and the Dame. These cards were all cards that I've had since these cards came out, and I decided to finally get them graded. These were salvaged amongst the cards that I ended up throwing away in my box. So like, if you watched one of my videos, I think it's regrets and mistakes that I made. These are some of the cards that I kind of saved from that video that I talked about when I threw away a box of cards during a move. So, but there you have it. Not much. You know, some pretty decent grades. Like I said, these were times when I was going through the highly speculative route. In retrospect, I should have bought, you know, a nice mix of cards here rather than these ultra modern cards. But you never know. That's why the card market is very unpredictable. So that's why we have to kind of look at the trends and try to stay ahead of the curve. So that's how my sports card journey has evolved. This is a nice reminder of how things were back then in August of last year, and how crazy everything spiked up, especially with ultra modern cards going really big during last year, during the whole bubble and during the time when there was no sports being played. But like I said, yeah, constant reminder. So, but still pretty cool cards. You know, I could make my money back with some of these cards. Actually, a few of these cards will help pay for the submission, and the rest is just gravy on top. I really don't plan on keeping too many of these. The Luka, I'm kind of debating on whether I want to keep it or not. I do have another one of these raw, so I don't know. You know, this alone can pay for the submission. But there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. And with that being said, my name is Josh, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.